Hey everybody, Matt Rivera, Southwest Off Grid here, and a little over a year ago I planted some Ocotillo clippings and I was getting kind of worried that they weren't going to make it. But then today I noticed something cool was going on, so let me go ahead and show you guys what's up. So I don't know if you can tell, but I have a whole line of Ocotillo plants going all the way up the road to the road up that way. I've got about, I'll say 12 clippings, but I noticed today that this one actually has a little flower growing on it. I was like, what? There's no way. So I'm really happy to start seeing these thrive. It takes a long time for them to grow. They're covered in thorns. They're great if you want to put around the perimeter of your property for some type of home defense, because when they get really big, they really bush out and they grow lots and lots of branches with tons of thorns. It's great for keeping people out. So let me go and show you a few more. I don't know if you can, how well you can see it, but it's a beautiful plant. So these are just some that I have planted on the property. None of these are flowering yet, but I'm hopeful that they're all still alive. You can barely see them. There we go. But if you keep walking up and we head towards the big one I have planted right over here, you'll see that this one also has a little flower growing on it. I don't know if I can get that in focus. Not really. But I'm super excited about it. I was getting really worried. This is my cactus. I found this one in the desert. It was just one little stump, and now it's flowering out into multiple little, I don't even know what they're called, heads, nodes, arms, fingers. Can't wait to see what it looks like when it's all fully grown. I gotta clean it up. It has some branches on it caught by the wind. The wind out here is something else, man, I'm telling you. There's one down here. Some more over here. But I think for the most part, let me get this branch off. I think for the most part, these are done. The wind also blows a lot of trash out here. See? This is not even, I don't even know where this came from. But yeah, so far 2 of them are growing flowers. The rest of them still look alive. But we just gotta wait and see. So it's great to see that we actually have some live plants actually growing here, you know. I heard you can use the flowers of the Ocotillo to make a tea, which is supposed to be pretty sweet, pretty good. So I can't wait till they get bigger, maybe next year, so I could try it out. But that's not the only plant we got going on here. We got some natural plants that kind of died out but are coming back. So let's go ahead and check them out. So here we have a yucca plant, and yucca is pretty cool. It can grow almost anywhere out here in the desert, and I'm glad I have a few growing on my property, but this is just one of the more prominent ones. I thought it was really cool. Some people chop these down. No, I like to leave them. Supposedly the roots have lots of saponin, so you can actually use the roots to make soap to wash your clothes. That's apparently what the indigenous people who used to live here a long time ago used to do. So I'm really excited to let this one grow. You can also eat the flower petals. I've tried it before. It kind of has like a cucumber-like taste. So I'm super excited for this one to grow out, and let's see how many more can pop up on the property. There's none really out here in the desert per se. Like if you look around, you can see maybe a few, but not many. So I'm really excited to have some growing on my property. This one is actually the root. It got cut out a long time ago, and it's starting to grow back. It's starting to grow back. This is a mesquite bush, or as they call it, a honey mesquite. So the seed pods are edible, and they have lots of big thorns on them as well. They're not great. They can flatten your tire if you drive over it. They're that strong. But, you know, I'm going to let this one grow and see what comes out of it, you know. Hopefully I can eat some of the seeds that come off it, and maybe even plant some more around the property. If I find some that are growing randomly, then I could, you know, take them out and reposition them somewhere where I can use them to provide more, because I don't have money for a fence, but using cactus, Ocotillo, and mesquite is a great way to keep your property safe. Here goes another tiny little yucca plant growing more closer to the front door, and I'm gonna let this one grow out too, because the more green, the better. I mean, I'm tired of seeing just brown earth everywhere. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna let this one grow out. I'm gonna throw some fish water on it to see if it'll help it, grow faster. Now, as far as the cabin goes, I don't really have much updates as far as projects that have come to completion. I still have some work to do inside, but I was able to find a DC 12-volt plug-in for a car with a very long cord. So I was actually able to connect it to my fan on my composting toilet. So now I should get more ventilation and more air circulating out, and virtually, like, I can't smell anything. I mean, it didn't stink before, but you could notice just a little smell of the compost. But now, nah, scent free, baby. And that's how I like it. Let me show you how I did it real quick. And it's not perfect, but I still need to go to Lowe's and get the stuff to cover the wires. But let me show you. So that's the little 12, I don't even know how much watts it pulls. It's a computer fan, and it's supposed to circulate air all the way up outside from my composting toilet. And right now I have it connected with the wires right here, running all the way down to my Duracell power bank. Now, if you haven't gone to your local pawn shop to look for equipment to live off grid, I would highly recommend it. This thing I got for about $200, and they go for like $800 on Amazon, and it runs like a champ. All right, it's been powering this fan as well. I usually have an extension cord hooked up to power some lights around my bedroom, and this thing runs like a champ. I charge it just every few days using the Bluetti until one day I'm gonna get a little solar panel to connect to it, and hopefully it'll charge just by itself. But I love it. It's amazing. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate all the support and comment and loves I've been getting from all of you. You guys are amazing. This journey would have been so much more tougher if it wasn't for you guys. So I really appreciate all the love and support.